Hello friends, this is Daily Current Affair Updates in English presented by Tejal. Let's begin with our first update. Every year on December 11th, International Mountain Day is observed to raise awareness about the importance of mountains in our lives and on our planet. Mountain freshwater is essential to more than half of humanity's daily life. The 20 plant species supply 80% of the world's food, and 6 of them, namely maize, potatoes, barley, sorghum, tomatoes, and apples, originated and have been diversified in mountains. Women Move Mountains is the theme of this year's International Mountain Day. Next update is about an important day. Every year on December 11, UNICEF Day is observed to raise awareness about saving children's lives by defending and assisting them in fulfilling their wishes. On this day in 1946, the United Nations General Assembly established the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, that is UNICEF. Since World War II, the day has provided assistance for children's health, nutrition, education, and welfare. It works for the basic rights of children in over 192 countries, assisting them from infancy to adolescence in achieving their goals. Third update is about books. Vikram Sampath's book titled Brave Hearts of Bharat originates from Indian history, an anthology of 15 stories about men and women and their indomitable spirit of freedom and courage was launched in Delhi. Penguin Publication is the publisher of the book. 15 brave Indian men and women who never fell to invaders' challenges, but it is lost and forgotten in the annals of time. This is the story of these courageous individuals who fought for their rights, faith, and freedom. Next update is about defense. The Indian Army recently conducted the Sudarshan Prahar exercise in the Rajasthan deserts, demonstrating its force multipliers. The exercise was held at Sudarshan Chakra Corps, Shahabad Division. The exercise focused on the synergized application of combat power through the integration of force multipliers and practicing new battle techniques in an integrated all-arms environment, showcasing a high level of professionalism and offensive spirit, said a communique from the army. Next update is about defense event. The 12th edition of Exercise Agni Warrior, a bilateral exercise between Singapore and Indian armies, recently concluded at Devlali field firing ranges in Maharashtra. The artillery arm of both armies participated in Exercise Agni Warrior, which showcased joint firepower planning, execution, and use of new generation equipment. As part of the joint planning process, both sides participated in a joint computer war game. As part of the joint training phase, both sides use Nike technology and artillery observation simulators. Sixth update is about summits and conferences. In order to promote inclusivity in our country's anti-doping landscape, the National Anti-Doping Agency, that is NADA, organized an inclusion conclave to focus on anti-doping education and processes for athletes with disabilities. The conclave took a holistic approach to building an inclusive anti-doping landscape in India, including sessions on policy landscape and legal framework challenges faced by such athletes, education of and engagement with which athletes and doping control processes for athletes with disabilities. Seventh update is about summits and conferences. For the month of December, India will preside over the United Nations Security Council, that is UNSC. India has assumed the presidency of the United Nations Security Council for the second time in its 2-year tenure as an elected member of the Council. India had previously assumed the United Nations Security Council presidency in August 2021. During India's United Nations Security Council presidency in December, 2 high-level signature events on reformed multilateralism and counterterrorism will be held on the 14th and 15th of December and will be chaired by External Affairs Minister. Next update is about sports. Saurashtra won the Vijay Hazare Trophy at the Narendra Modi Stadium at Ahmedabad by defeating Maharashtra by 5 wickets in the final. Maharashtra batted first and scored 248 runs in 50 overs for the loss of 9 wickets. With opener Sheldon Jackson's unbeaten century, Saurashtra reached the target with 21 balls to spare, losing 5 wickets. Saurashtra has won the Vijay Hazare Trophy for the second time. Captain Ruturaj Gaikwad hit another century for Maharashtra. Saurashtra's standout bowler was Chirag Jani, who took 3 wickets. Ninth update is about banking. The Reserve Bank of India, that is RBI, has announced a 4-tiered regulatory framework for urban cooperative bank, that is UCB's classification. Besides, the central bank has come out with norms pertaining to the net worth and capital adequacy of these banks. The 4-tiered regulatory framework based on size of deposits of the UCBs will come into force with immediate effect. In a circular, the RBI said given the heterogeneity in the cooperative sector, a tiered regulatory framework is required. Dear friends, our last update is about economy. According to data shared by the Ministry of Finance, the gross goods and services tax revenue collected in November 2022 increased by 11% year-on-year to Rs 1,45,867 crore. In November 2022, the gross GST revenue collected is Rs 1,45,867 crore, of which central GST is Rs 25,681 crore. State GST is Rs 32,651 crore. Integrated GST is Rs 77,103 crore, including Rs 38,635 crore collected on import of goods, and cess is Rs 10,433 crore, including Rs 817 crore collected on imports of goods. So, this was our daily current affair updates in English. For more such updates, do stay tuned to us. Thank you so much.